Many Muslims believe that the Qur'an is perfectly preserved, that there are no surahs added or taken away. Do you believe that? Regarding this topic, we're going to show you two comments from our videos that we want to refute. The Qur'an has been passed down perfectly because, firstly, Muhammad is said to have recited the Qur'an word by word several times. However, Muhammad was already dead when the Qur'an was put together, and whether he did know the Qur'an by heart or not. After his death, varying Qur'an texts existed, as we have shown in the last video. It was not until years later that these Qur'an versions were burnt by Usman and Zayd. The second argument given for the Qur'an being handed down perfectly is, many Muslims in the time of Muhammad memorized the Qur'an. Those Muslims lived longer than Muhammad, and through them was the Qur'an delivered to posterity. It is indirectly cited from the Sahih al-Bukhari, a written tradition that is accepted and classified as authentic by most Muslims worldwide. Now it is very interesting. Right before the Sahih al-Bukhari, volume 6, book 60, number 546, there is a number 521. You can very easily find that on the internet. In reciting the Qur'an, 4 people are distinctly pointed out by Muhammad. The Prophet said that from them the Qur'an should be taken and learned. Abdullah Ibn Masud, Salim, Muaz, and Ubay ibn Ka'b. Ibn Masud is mentioned first. About Ibn Masud it is said, I shall ever love that man. For I heard the Prophet saying, take or learn the Qur'an from 4. Here we can already see Zayd is a man that is later on said to have put the Qur'an together. However, Zayd is not recommended by Muhammad regarding the Qur'an, but rather those 4 are. Why was then exactly he commissioned? This question remains unanswered. But let's stay in the same passage. Sahih al-Bukhari, number 522. About Ibn Masud, it is said that he belonged to the best who memorized the Qur'an. No Muslim in that time disagreed with him over this. Ibn Masud even swore by Allah that he knew the place of every surah and every verse in the Qur'an. Narrated by Abdullah Ibn Masud, by Allah, other than whom none has the right to be worshipped. There is no surah revealed in Allah's book that I do not know at what place it was revealed. But not only that, the Prophet Muhammad even gives Ibn Masud the task to recite the Qur'an to Muhammad. And now here's the problem. Ibn Masud's Qur'an was shorter than today's Qur'an. He did not accept the Surah 113 and 114. At least that is what Ubay says. Your brother Ibn Masud said that he does not accept the last 2 chapters in the Qur'an. Ubay said, I asked Allah's messenger about them, and he said, they have been revealed to me, and I have recited them as part of the Qur'an. So we say as Allah's messenger has said. So Ubay is asked why his brother does not accept Surah 113 and 114. Ubay is not on the same opinion as Ibn Masud. He says that the 2 surahs were recited by Muhammad and thus belong to the Qur'an. Other weaker sources show us that Ibn Masud did not only accept the least 2, but also not the first surahs as part of the Qur'an. Let's sum it up. Even amongst the first Muslims that Muhammad authorized as Qur'an experts, diverging opinions existed regarding what belongs to the Qur'an and what doesn't. In order to better understand the various opinions, it is helpful to draw on other passed on traditions from the first centuries. While the following sources are not accepted by many Muslims, many Islamic scholars accepted them as historic facts. There it is written that Ibn Masud had a problem with Zayd's Qur'an. His version of the Qur'an was widespread in Kufa, today's Iraq. He recommended to his followers in Iraq to not give any Qur'an parts to Usman. Ibn Masud describes the collection of the Qur'an by Zayd that Muslims today refer to as a deception. Now we go one step forward. In the second part of the video, we want to show you another version of the Qur'an.